Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa in case you are new, and welcome to another weekly dinners video. Today is Monday and we are having spaghetti for dinner. I'm going to be using this Prego fresh mushroom sauce, and I'm just going to be cooking my ground beef with onion and garlic, and then I'll add the sauce. And that's it, nothing too fancy. And these are the noodles that I'm going to be using. I get these at Costco. And then I also made this cake, so we'll have this for dessert. So I decided to put hot dog in my spaghetti sauce. I just decided last minute. So I have half a pound of ground beef and then, I don't know, like 4 hot dogs that I just cut up. And I did add a little bit of sugar to make it a little sweet. So here's what the spaghetti looks like. And then here's the cake that I made. So that is dinner for Monday night. So today is Tuesday, and for dinner tonight I'm going to be making sinigang. This is pork. I have pork spare ribs in here. I cut them into smaller pieces because it was like a big one. So I cut them into smaller pieces, and what I do is I'm going to bring this to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, you'll see like a lot of icky stuff, you know, in the water. So once it comes to a boil, I'm actually going to dump all the water out, rinse it, and then I'll put fresh water in there, and that'll be the broth. And even though you do that, you don't lose flavor because it's just like a really quick boil. So you don't have to worry about that. So the meat came to a boil, and then I just dumped everything out and rinsed and put fresh water in there. Now I have 1 onion and 1 tomato just cut into, you know, just big pieces. Doesn't need to be too small. Put that in there. And now I'm just going to bring this back to a boil, then I'll reduce it to a simmer, and then we're just going to let it simmer basically until the meat is cooked. So for my vegetables, I'm only going to be putting broccoli, and I have a jalapeno. This one's really big. But you can put other vegetables. You can put like green beans or string beans, daikon radish, probably can put some bok choy. You can really put like whatever vegetable you want, but everyone just likes broccoli, so I'm just adding broccoli. Once your meat is cooked, you can go ahead and add the sinigang mix. So it's gonna depend on how much water you have. If you want it to be like more flavorful and more sour, you might have to add 2 of these, or maybe like 1.5. But again, it depends on how much water you have. All right, so here's what our dinner looks like plated up. I have rice. I put a lot of the soup. I have some meat and broccoli. So that's our dinner for Tuesday night. So today is Wednesday, and for dinner tonight we are just making some pizzas. We're using rolls, so I just laid them flat like that. Then I'm gonna spread some pizza sauce and cheese. The cheese that I have is mozzarella and Parmesan, and then I'm gonna put some pepperoni on there as well, and then I will just heat it in the oven. So here's what the pizzas look like. I'm gonna pop them in the oven at 350. I don't know how many minutes, we'll see. Just until like the cheese is melted, I guess, and the bread is toasted, so we'll see. So here are the pizzas. I left them in there for 10 minutes. You can leave them in, I think, even longer, but I don't want them to be too hard. So this is our dinner for Wednesday night. So today is Thursday, and for dinner tonight, I am making chicken afritada. So here I have my chicken thighs, and then I also have a can of tomato sauce. This is the bigger can. I also have a potato that I cut up, and it's just sitting in water so it doesn't turn brown. Then I also have 2 cloves of garlic, a small onion, a small tomato, and a red bell pepper. Usually I add carrots, but I noticed I'm the only one that really likes the carrot, so I'm just not going to put the carrot this time because we're always left with a bunch of carrots at the end. So if you want to put carrots, you can, but I'm just going to leave the carrots out today. I'm just sauteing the onions. Just cook that for like a minute, and then I'm going to add the garlic, and then I'm also going to add the tomato. And I'm just gonna saute all of that just for a couple of minutes. So after a couple of minutes, I'm going to add in my chicken. I don't know if this is gonna fit, because I usually don't make it with the chicken thighs. I might have to transfer this, you guys. Oh my gosh. Let's see. There we go. So I'm just gonna let that brown up for a little bit. So now that I've browned up the chicken on both sides, I'm gonna add my tomato sauce. I'm gonna add this whole can. I put the whole can in there, and I think I'm gonna put a little bit of water too. I just have like half of the can of water. And now I'm just gonna let this come to a boil, and then I'll reduce it to a simmer and just let it cook. I'm gonna add the bell peppers in too right now. I had to transfer it into a bigger pot. It was like to the brim of that other pot, so I transferred it into a bigger pot. I also went ahead and added my potatoes already, and then season it with fish sauce. If you don't have fish sauce, I think you can actually season this with soy sauce. It'll taste a little bit different, but it'll still be really good. So now I'm just gonna let it finish cooking, and then we'll have it with rice. Alright, so here is my dinner. I have some rice, potatoes, chicken. I put some of the sauce on the rice. And yeah, that's it. That's our dinner for Thursday night. Today is Friday, and today for dinner I am making Filipino style picadillo. It's really easy to make. So I just have 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I have a potato. I have it sitting in water so it doesn't turn brown, but I cut them really small like that. And then also a red bell pepper. I tried to cut them the same size as the potato. I have 1 tomato, a small onion, and 2 cloves of garlic. So basically I'm just gonna saute everything together and then season it with fish sauce. So in here I already have the garlic, onion, tomato, and I just added the ground beef. So I'm just gonna cook that. So I just added the bell peppers and the potatoes, and then I also added a little bit of water just to help the potatoes cook. And I am also going to add the fish sauce, and then I'll just let it cook. Alright, so here is what my plate looks like. I have rice and I have some of the meat, and I like to eat it with ketchup. I think Vanessa's getting, are you getting spicy vinegar? She likes it with spicy vinegar. But yeah, that's our dinner for Friday night. So today is Saturday, and for dinner today I am making torta and giniling. So I'm using the leftover from yesterday, and I'm basically making it into an omelet. So right here I have some scrambled eggs, and I do actually have a recipe video for this, so I will go ahead and leave it linked so you guys can see how I make it. But basically you just have to put the this into the eggs and then just fry it. So here is what the torta looks like, and we'll just have that with rice. So that's our dinner for Saturday night. Today is Sunday, and for dinner tonight we are having some New York steak. I bought the steak at Costco earlier today, and I actually cut them in half because they're kind of thick, so I cut them in half that way. So yeah, we're having New York steak, and then we have some A1 sauce, and we'll just be having that with rice. So that is our dinner for Sunday night. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone.